Folks, let's go back on the outline here and talk a little bit about interviewing. We've already given you some information that this is a little bit more tailored to you to coach you in terms of preparing for your interviews. You look at frequency of job changes, order of jobs held, breaks in employment. Again, we're trying to find out what kind of person we're dealing with. It may be that they hung out their own shingle for a while. That may or may not be something you're concerned about. They may, try and gather some clients from your business and then go back out and try it again, or whatever, or youthful enthusiasm got the better of them and they discovered it wasn't so much fun being self-employed, whatever. But particularly, of course, we want to make sure people are not camped out in jail particularly because they got caught selling somebody else's confidential information or something. Could have happened. Certainly we want you to be on time for your interviews. It's a simple courtesy. We expect your applicants to be early. Expect them to be early. We expect you all to be on time. Be real consistent in your greetings. One of the things is when people are interviewed, they're uptight. I know because I occasionally get interviewed. I'm uptight. And so people may not interview as well if they're really uptight, and yet they may be terrific employees because they're not going to be uptight coming to work every day. So part of your objective is not to, this is not Donald Trump and The Apprentice is what we're saying. In fact, one of my regrets about that show, which I do not watch, is that I don't know that anybody in the last 25 years has used the term "you're fired." I mean, literally. I mean, it's not how we do business in human resources in America today. And secondly, in terms of the way we conduct interviews, this is not the Wild West. This may be Houston, but this is not the Wild West. There's a bar out on Richmond called that, but we're not there. And so it's important to establish a professional demeanor and to work with people. One of the things is that there's I don't know if you've been coached on this technique of nodding your head, is to encourage people to avoid doing a lot of talking, but to still keep people on track. And one of the things is that, again, by preparing your questions in advance, asking applicants for the same position, the same questions, and I should be saying candidates at this point, your candidates, you're going to get focused information that's going to be useful to you to make the decision in a non-discriminatory fashion. And we've given you some more suggestions there to read if you care to. But some of the techniques, we also have coached you on a few techniques here, like reflecting an interviewee's statement. If you hear something you find is particularly interesting, you're not absolutely sure you heard their thoughts on it, you can certainly say to them, so what I've heard you say is in architecture school, the thing that you found most interesting was working on foundations or, using Greco-Roman architecture in modern applications or something like that. Make sure that you've heard the person. It also shows to the interviewee that you're paying attention.